Congresswoman Beth from House Small Business, along with Congressman Dusty Johnson from House Agriculture. Thanks for spending time with us. It's good to have you both on. You know, Trump is on the record tonight. In roughly 24 states, 24 races, Trump is staking his claim to the GOP's base, and he's trending at like 58-1 and picking winners. What do you think, Congresswoman Van Duyne?
Well, I mean, I think what you're seeing is people really appreciated Trump's policies, especially when you compare them to the Biden administration. The number one concern that I have in my district that I continue to hear over and over is inflation. Inflation is a big issue that I don't care if you're a Democrat, Republican, or independent. It's affecting you. It's affecting you negatively. And you've got an administration that keeps throwing its hands up and saying, we have no idea how this is happening. The fact that they've added trillions of dollars in debt, in costs, and spending, they're throwing out trillions of dollars of, printing money.
Yeah.
They're paying people to stay home. They're putting all of these regulations on businesses. They're importing as opposed to, giving businesses here an opportunity. And then this administration says, we have no idea why you have inflation. They're causing it. If they don't know that the policies that they're enacting are causing it, they're inept and they need to be voted out.
Yeah, now,
and if they do know, they need to be voted out.
Then Elon Musk is voting Republican, Congressman Johnson. And, now we've got the White House letting Chevron talk to Venezuela about getting Venezuela's dirty oil. Does Venezuela's dirty oil not cause global warming? Why aren't they going to U.S. energy?
Well, they should absolutely be going to U.S. energy. It's one of the many mistakes that President Biden has made. Listen, this is a supply and demand problem, and we know that our stuff is better than the Russian stuff. It's better than the Venezuelan stuff. Number one, it's far more freedom focused, but it's also cleaner. If you care about carbon, our stuff is 23% cleaner than the other stuff.
Okay.
Joe Biden has been wrong on energy.
Let's watch former President Trump here. Watch this.
Now I think we're going to go to ultra MAGA, but as a result, our country was ultra prosperous, ultra secure, and ultra successful, the most successful our country's ever been. I want a border. I want voter ID. I want low taxes. Call me liberal. Call me anything you want. But when you think about it, most of it's common sense.
Pew Research, Congressman, reported last week inflation is the #1 concern for Americans. 7 in 10 say that. And Wall Street is asking, what's the next shortage? First it was chips for cars, then it was baby formula, now it's diesel fuel.
Which of us did you want that to take that, Liz?
Congresswoman Van Duyne, sorry about that.
So, yeah, I mean, we have concern. We've gotten phone calls in our district about the baby formula issue. And again, you've got an administration who's throwing its arms up. You have an FDA who went in and forced the shutdown of the largest manufacturer of formula and did not have the forethought that they actually need to open back up if you wanted to be able to meet the needs. You have a company with Abbott that was very proactive, that fixed the issues that the FDA had, and then they had to wait over 5 weeks to hear back from Abbott. The only reason they're being allowed now to open up is because they had a fire lit under them with all of the negative publicity that this administration got last week in desperate calls from parents.
Elon Musk.
That's the only reason.
Yeah, and now Elon Musk is joining Jeff Bezos in criticizing President Biden about soaring government spending, igniting inflation. Watch Elon Musk here.
Printed a zillion amount of more money than it had, obviously. So it's like the government can't just, have issue checks far in excess of revenue without there being inflation. Velocity of money held constant. Various countries have tried this experiment multiple times. It's not like, oh, I wonder what happens if this is done.
Yeah.
Have you seen Venezuela? This administration it doesn't seem to get a lot done. The Trump administration, leaving Trump aside, there were a lot of people in the administration who were effective at getting things done. The real president is whoever controls the teleprompter. It's like the path to power is the path to the teleprompter.
Wow, those are some zingers from Elon Musk, Congressman Johnson.
Yeah, and listen, Elon Musk is just one guy. I wouldn't give his opinion too much weight. The reality is what he's saying, though, is echoed by millions and millions of Americans. I talked to a South Dakota trucker today, Liz. He told me it's costing $700 to fill up his tank. And you see this across the economy. Joe Biden might be a nice guy, but he is a very bad president. And as a result, folks are not buying what he is selling.
Yeah, and then you have Nancy Pelosi trying to put out this political wildfire, Congresswoman, threatening indictments in the baby formula shortage. You're going to see now HHS Secretary Becerra say the Biden White House knew about this crisis last year, even though the president claimed ignorance of the problem just recently. Watch this.
When it comes to babies, it's the here and now and in this moment. I think that when all of this is done, I'm not associating my colleagues with what I'm going to say right now, I'm just saying it myself. I think there might be a need for indictment.
From everything I've known, and FDA has kept me apprised of this from last year, we have been moving as quickly as we can.
Did you fail to recognize the problem you had on your hands?
At all times, FDA recognizes what might happen when it moves in to tell a plant, a manufacturer, that they may have to take pretty dramatic action. No doubt.
If we'd been better mind readers, I guess we could have, but we moved as quickly as the problem became apparent to us. 3 questions. I'll answer the baby formula question because all of a sudden it's on the front page of every newspaper.
So you hear all that, Congresswoman, but now Nancy Pelosi, who's she going to indict? What's with the bare-knuckle politics that she keeps doing that doesn't go anywhere?
Well, the Democrats in the administration have a complete war on U.S. business. That's what you're seeing right now. They would rather import from companies that they have no control over manufacturing. They would rather import from foreign companies than actually work with and partner with American-based companies. It is a shame that it's happening. It should never have happened. They create these problems, these crises, have no solutions for it. They throw up their arms. The American people are sick of it. They see it. They recognize it, and we need to stop it.
Congresswoman Van Duyne and Congressman Johnson, a pleasure having you on. Next time we'll come to you last, Congressman Johnson. We just ran out of time. It's great having you both on.